Hey you guys, welcome back to Raphaelsinsights. Welcome. I welcome you into the world of the esoteric, the divine, the beautiful, you guys. Welcome. For those who are new, welcome to this beautiful channel. For those who aren't, welcome back, you guys. Before we go anywhere, you guys, hit that thumbs up. Remember to always hit the thumbs up and to subscribe to my channel for those who aren't following me. And also, you guys, hit the little bell so you can get notifications of when I post, when I get on live. So I get on live every single weekend, you guys, on Friday and Saturday. And that's for you guys to get free answers. That's for you guys to get your questions answered and not have to pay anything if you really want to, if you really can't afford it, you guys. So make sure you guys are tuning into that. And I get on here, and I get on TikTok, and I get on Instagram. So wherever you can catch me on here, you guys, is the first one that I do. So make sure you turn on your notifications so you know when I get on, you guys. I always get on a little bit later sometimes than what the time frame that I say, 9 p.m., 10 p.m. Eastern time. But I always get on, you guys. Also, you guys, I'm going to be opening the store, and you guys, it's going to be a full restock probably Friday this week. And you guys, looking forward to that restock. I did tell you that I kind of moved, so that's why I'm kind of like, it kind of set me back. But you guys, we're moving forward. We're getting through this complicated year together, and let's continue growing, you guys. And thank you guys so much for watching me. Thank you so much for the respect, the belief you guys give me, and I'll continue doing this for you guys. I do this for you guys. Right now, it's gonna be 2 a.m, and I'm filming you guys, and I got off of work late, and that's the reason I'm filming so late, you guys. But I do everything for you guys, and I love and appreciate every single one of you. So you guys, let's get started with the predictions. The sun gives me the vision that help is coming, divine message, angels appearing in the skies, the Virgin Mary, a divine being appearing in Latino America, in America in general, or somewhere around the world. Divine signs that things are about to change, that help is here, that we're about to turn this around. February, March is going to be very complicated with COVID and economically, but after February, March, things start to stabilize. The economy is going to continue to be very complicated in the United States. In the UK, I see it being very complicated. In Mexico, it's going to be very, very complicated. Latin America, very complicated. Venezuela, you're going to have a very, very tough year. This is going to be a year, the energy is going to be very intense, because it's also going to be trying to help you to break yourself out of the problem that you have going on in your country, in Venezuela. But a lot of aid is on its way to Latino America. For Australia is going to continue to have a lot of progress with COVID-19, with their economy. They're definitely coming out of this a lot faster than everyone. Although I do see the kind of like a relapse with COVID-19, another breakout, but they get control right away. With Canada, again, a lot of progress in the economy, a lot of progress with COVID-19, and the vaccines arriving in Canada, more vaccines arriving. Just this aid is moving around. The energy of aid is moving around, and countries banding together to help other countries that are poorer. The High Priestess. This is the card that's going to be dominating this entire month. Balance. Good and evil are going to be fighting with each other, so we are going to see a lot of movement of terrorist attacks, buildings exploding, buildings on fire, a lot of violence, a lot of protests. Good and evil is going to be bumping heads. That's why you see white and black. A lot of racial attacks, hate crimes. Again, is going to continue to be the thing during this whole trial of Trump. It's gonna be very active. But what this card is saying is also we're returning back to balance. After February, March, we're going to start returning back to balance economically, gaining control over coronavirus, COVID-19, and it's gonna start balancing. Now, remember, I had already told you that I did see that things were going to be more balanced out around what was it, May, June, July. Around those months, I see everything being balanced out. But I also see people going back to school very soon in person. A lot of new tactics to open up schools, and schools begin to open up again. The High Priestess is also saying that a lot of lies are going to be exposed. Lies from politicians, ex-presidents, presidents, governors. A lot of lies are going to be exposed in general. World leaders betraying each other. World leaders, lies being exposed as well. This card is also saying that, and it's going to be dominating all world leaders, every single country, truths being exposed, whether they've been bumping up the numbers or they've been downing the numbers with COVID-19, the resources that they had and they're not using it. A lot of truth is going to be exposed with this energy that's being present. This energy right here, it gives me the energy of the Virgin Mary. It gives me the energy of a divine being. This is the energy of a divine being speaking and being very present, pushing out lies, pushing out truths, but also pushing resolutions, also pushing balance between countries as well, balancing out the problems, finding solutions in the countries, giving solutions to the countries. Another thing this card is saying, if you notice, this is the number 2. The High Priestess is the number 2 of the major arcanas. It says in two months, we're going to see a huge change in COVID-19, a huge change in the economy, a huge change in the strictness of COVID-19. The justice. We already know what's going on in the United States. We already know that in the United States, Trump is going to start his trial. This card right here does not want to let him go. A lot of truths are going to be exposed during that trial. A lot of truths are going to be exposed between political people. It's, again, betrayals with politicians, atentados, terrorist attacks against politicians' lives, terrorist attacks against world leaders as well, against their lives. What this card here is saying for Trump, is not going to want to let him go. Is he going to get convicted? He's most likely going to get convicted. He's most likely going to get convicted. It's not something that he can talk his way out of. The people that didn't want him in power as president are going to continue to remove him at every aspect of his life is going to be attacked by these people. The justice does not want to let him go. So like I said, he's most likely going to get convicted. But another thing about the justice, it talks about betrayals. It talks about a lot of protests all over the world, protests in the UK, protests in the United States, protests in Latin America, protests in Europe. Poland going to continue to have protests. Russia is going to continue to have protests. A lot of protests is going to continue to dominate almost in every single country. Protests is in Asia as well. The other thing that the justice says is a lot of presidents, a lot of world leaders, a lot of ex-governors, or governors that are in power, political people in power. They're going to have a lot of atentados, terrorist attacks against their lives, people trying to remove them from power. The energy of change in world leaders, change in people in power is going to continue to dominate. The Death card. It's going to be another card that's going to be ruling. But I want to bring the attention, the focus to Myanmar. I don't know if I'm butchering the name, but Myanmar, Asia. What is going on there? I don't know if you guys saw, but in Myanmar, the military took over and removed the woman that was in power there. Why are they doing it? Why not, you guys? This is the weakest points of a lot of countries. Remember, I told you that the devil's going to be whispering to take control, to remove world leaders, to remove people in power, take control, take that land for yourself, is what the devil's whispering in other world leaders. That's why you see a lot of tensions between world leaders right now. Tensions all over the world. Literally every single world leader is having tensions with each other. But in Myanmar, this card does follow her. She needs to be careful because they want to remove her completely with whatever means necessary. This card continues to follow her. Something dark is following her, and they want to put a male. They want to remove her and put a man in charge. That's the reason why they're doing it. Or a world leader is trying to take that for themselves. Another thing that I want to tell you about the Death card. The Death card is going to continue to follow a lot of world leaders. Putin, terror attacks against his life, health issues. The United States, terrorist attacks against the ex and the new presidents, health issues. The UK, terror attacks against their lives, health issues as well. Latin America, Mexico, again, health issues, terror attacks. The energy of wanting to remove people in power is going to continue. The Death card. The Death card also brings the energy of the horsemen of the apocalypse of war. I already told you that the angels, God has given me a vision that the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse are going to be very present. The one that's present right now is war. That's why we see what's going on with Myanmar. But at the same time, that energy is going to be very present right now, which is we're going to be in the brink of war. We're going to be in the brink of countries bumping heads so strong that we're going to be either starting a war or seeing a lot of conflict edging a war. COVID-19. COVID-19 in the United States is going to continue to be out of control. COVID-19 is going to continue to dominate the United States. I don't see it being calm till after March, you guys. I see February and March being very, very disastrous, and COVID-19 and death rates and everything, you guys, very, very out of control. It's going to continue to dominate the entire world. The only ones that I see like the least affected and the ones coming out of it the fastest is Canada and Australia. Latino America, the US, Europe, I still see it very complicated for you guys. The UK as well, still very complicated. But again, for all those countries, I see it turning around after March. After March is when I see it turning around control over COVID-19. But right now, everything's going to continue to be very, very intense. The death rate is going to continue to be very intense. COVID-19 is going to continue to dominate. Another thing this card is saying for the United States, the COVID relief that we're waiting on, I see delays. I see it halting. I see pushing towards a government shutdown or even a government shutdown. It's going to be very complicated. I really don't see relief till March, till March. Yeah, I wouldn't say March, April is when I really see the relief. So I do see a lot of like going back and forth. I don't really see Biden being very content with them trying to downplay his what he wants to do, the COVID relief package that he intended, and he's going to continue fighting for it. But you guys, I do see it being delayed. Okay, so save your money. Try not to spend too much. If you can't afford, try to put as much away, because I still see it very complicated till after March. I already told you, till after March is where I see the economy start to get better. Nicolas Maduro is really being followed by this card with sickness, heart problem, heart attack, some sort of issue, whether it's COVID-19 or whatever it is. He has some sort of problem. His death, to tell you the truth, he's not going to be around very much longer. That's also following him, so that's why I keep bringing it up. Atentados. Again, they want this year is all about removing people of power and putting new people in power. So that's why this energy is very, very interesting to me, because there was a vision that I just had that he was going to have some sort of a heart attack, some sort of a sickness, some sort of an atentado, terror attack against his life. But he's pushing more health-wise issue, because I saw like more of like a heart-related issue. The Tower. I continue to see terrorist attacks, you guys. Terrorist attacks in Spain, terrorist attacks in France, terrorist attacks in the United States, terrorist attacks in Mexico, Latino America, terrorist attacks in the UK, buildings exploding in those places as well. Buildings exploding, whether it's a terrorist attacks with mass shootings, buildings exploding, fires, things that are made to look like accidents. You guys, I continue to see that. And another thing that I just had a vision of just yesterday, they did show me a massive tragedy, some sort of a catastrophe, whether it was a plane falling, a building exploding, some sort of an explosion, some sort of an accident, a pile of cars, just a huge, huge tragedy, you guys, is what I saw. I saw a lot of people injured and I saw a lot of people dead, whether it's a plane falling as well. The Tower, you guys, weather. Earthquakes. Earthquakes are going to be very present in this month. Earthquakes all over the world. Earthquakes for Spain, earthquakes for the United States, Mexico, Latino America. It's just a lot of energy. Earthquakes in Asia. It's going to be a lot of energy moving, because there's also going to be a meteor that I see. And the cold is going to continue to be very cruel. The natural disasters are going to continue to be very cruel. The cold is going to continue very strong, very, very cold. Places that aren't supposed to snow are going to snow again. Snowing in general, just very intense snowstorms, you guys. Aggressive snowstorms is going to continue. A lot of movement of energy. Fires. The energy of fires is going to be very present as well for Australia and for the United States, for California, or in the United States in general. Fires is going to be very dominant. Well, you guys, there you have it, you guys. Thank you guys so much for everything. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Thank you so much for following me. Thank you so much for believing in me, you guys. I'm going to continue doing this, you guys. I am going to end this real quick because it's already 3 in the morning, you guys. I've been filming and I've been trying to get this perfect for you guys. Trying to do this as well as I could. I know I stutter a lot, so I tend to have to like redo my videos. So you guys, thank you guys so much for watching me. And if you guys didn't hit that thumbs up just yet, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. I am going to be opening the store. Also subscribe, you guys. I'll open the store on Friday, and then subscribe, you guys. Don't forget to subscribe. And let's see what else. And leave your comments, you guys. Leave your comments as in like, what did I forget? What do you guys want me to talk about? I know I didn't talk about the farmers situation in Indonesia. But I need to look into it a little bit more to be able to talk about it. But you guys, thank you guys so much for everything. Subscribe, share, follow, you guys. I'll see you guys. Stay tuned for part 2, you guys. Part 2 predictions for February 2021. Bye.